Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, today what we're doing is a 5-minute exercise and we're going to follow this video up with dessert. Alright, so who doesn't love a dessert? And the occasional treat helps keep everything in balance. So, alright, so just need some space and join me on the floor and we're going to start with just some quick push-ups here. Let's do 10. 8, 9, one more, and up. All right, so now we're going to take it to keeping the high plank and twisting opposite knee to opposite elbow. Twist and bring it in. Twist and bring it in. Twist and bring it in. All right, keeping with the plank idea, we're going to do a side plank. All right, and just hold it here. So we're going to hold it here for a few seconds, and now we're going to dip it down. Dipping it down. Feeling the squeeze in here. 5 more. Okay. Stretch. And to the other side. Holding it here. Everything pulled in. Oop. And we're going to dip it down. Dip it down. Couple more. And up. All right. We're going to bring it to our back for some hip bridges. Okay, so back on the floor, hips up in the air, pressing up to the ceiling as best and highest as we can. And squeeze. And down, and squeeze. Down, and squeeze. Up and hold. Up and hold. Up and hold. Feel that squeeze. Everything working. Three more. And last one. And down. Okay. So now we're going to take it to some sit-ups. Okay, so back on the floor, lower back down, belly button down to the floor, hips tilted in, up, like towards the ceiling. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. And breathing out as you come up. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. That's it. Awesome. All right. So for our last 30 seconds, focusing on the lower abs. Important for everybody, right? All right, for all of us, we got to work on it to keep our body strong. So think about your lower abs as you lift up in the frog leg position. And really focus on engaging them. And complete. All right, workout complete. Let's go check out some pumpkin pie. Okay, so we're going to make the pumpkin pie now. And what we're gonna do is I have all the ingredients assembled here, and then I put it into the store-bought frozen pie crust. Pop it in the oven. It's 350 degrees for about an hour. All the ingredients just go right into a blender, blend, and then we're set. Okay. All right, so we're gonna make this vegan pumpkin pie. I tried it the other day and I absolutely loved it. I think it's delicious. And I'm so excited because this is my first Thanksgiving as a vegan, so I can't wait to just enjoy this. So it's a good practice. All right, so practice for Thanksgiving because we're not quite there yet. All right, so what we need is 15 ounces of pumpkin, and I'm gonna dump that. Everything gets dumped into a blender, and then it goes into the oven for 350 degrees for an hour. So we're putting 15 ounces of pumpkin into the blender. I have my coconut milk. It is like 3/4 of a cup of coconut milk. Just dumping the last that's in the can. All right, and then we're gonna do some brown sugar. So I've got, it's 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. There's half. We're gonna do another 1/4 of a cup. Not measuring it perfectly, but. And then we're also gonna do, you could use like cornstarch, or I have arrowroot starch today, and we're going to do 1/4 of a cup of the cornstarch, or the arrowroot powder. Let me show that. And then we're going to do 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup. I'm just measuring it into the same thing that had the, oh, and this, I should say, this is like a full fat unsweetened coconut milk is what you want to use. All right. All right, so pumpkin, coconut milk, brown sugar, maple syrup, the arrowroot powder. Did I say pumpkin? What did I say? 15 ounces of pumpkin. And now a teaspoon of salt. Okay, oh, this is so awkward. We need a different thing for salt, but okay, so the salt I'm using is a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, I swear I'm not going to waste all that. This is a quarter of a teaspoon measure, so I'm doing a half. Okay, so it's a half a teaspoon of salt. And now I also want to have a teaspoon, which I thought I had a teaspoon measure out. Maybe I don't. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do my spices first. So it's pumpkin pie spice, which I always feel like you can just kind of do whatever you want with spices for pumpkin pie, whatever kind of is your taste. And so you can see I'm not measuring it great.
That's 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice.
Yep, 2. And it's technically you can use 3 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. I think that was a little generous. I'm gonna do just a little dash of nutmeg, a little tiny dash of ground cloves, and a wee spot of ginger. Then I'll do the teaspoon of vanilla. This is not our powerful blender, but we're gonna hope it's gonna work with us today. Okay, so let's take it over to the blender and give it a whirl. Okay, so I'm just going to scrape down the sides because you do want to have it really smooth and have everything incorporated. When I used to make pumpkin pies with eggs, I used to like stir it by hand for a really long time. So I can't believe how simple this recipe was. It's completely blended and smooth. Really just took a couple of minutes. And into whatever pie crust you want. If you're really good and you want to make your own pie crust, knock yourself out. I actually typically don't, and sometimes I don't even really eat the crust half the time, but I might try a different crust for Thanksgiving. Anyway, so this is going into the oven for, yes, I put on a pizza pan so it doesn't go over. 350 degrees for about an hour. Okie dokie. Bake away, little pie. All right, we'll be back for the finished product. Back with the finished product. The pie chilled in the fridge for a while, and like a rookie noob YouTuber, I forgot to like film it before we were so eager to cut into it here. So anyway, I had tested it last night when it was still not chilled. So let's give it a go now and see how this pie is today. All right. I don't feel like a big need, like you have to have like a whipped cream on it, but this is a, you know, obviously made out of almond milk. I'm gonna try and make a coconut milk one, I think at Thanksgiving time. So let's enjoy some pie. Well, first I'm gonna taste it without the whipped cream. Let's see how it is. Wow, it's beginning to taste a lot like Thanksgiving. All right, well, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And subscribe, hit the like button. Let me know what other kind of recipes you'd like to see. And hope you have a great Thanksgiving.